Hello, welcome back to LK Tuition. My name's Lucas and today we're going to be looking at the equations of straight line graphs. Hope you're well and let's get cracking. Okay, so just a quick recap of the equation of a straight line. So every straight line equation can be written in the form y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient, so how steep the line is, and c is the y-intercept, so where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay, so let's just have a look at a couple of examples of identifying what the gradient is and what the y-axis, or the y-intercept, sorry, is. Feel free to pause the video and have a go, otherwise we shall do it together. Okay, so we've got y equals 3x plus 4. Okay, well the gradient, so m is going to be 3, so it's just the number next to the x, and the y-intercept, which we'll call c, is 4. Okay, so you can just read them off like that. The next one then, we've got y equals 7 minus 5x. So here we've got that the gradient is, so it's always the number in front of the x, so it's minus 5. And the y-intercept, well, that is going to be the number on its own, which is 7, so c is 7. Right, next one, we've got 2y equals 6x plus 20. Now, the problem with this is we've not got y on its own, we've got 2y. So what we want to do then, because we've got 2y, we'll divide everything by 2. Let me just grab a different colour. So that would give us y equals, we'll divide the right-hand side by 2 as well. 6x divided by 2 is 3x, excuse me, and 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, and from there we can read off again the gradient and the y-intercept. So here m is going to be 3 and c is going to be 10. Okay, great. And then finally we've got y minus x is 100. So again, this is not quite in the format that we like. We've got a minus x here, so why don't we add x to both sides, and that would give us y equals x plus 100. And there we can see that m equals, well, there's no number next to x, but we've just got 1x, haven't we? So that means that m is 1 and c is 100. Okay, so now we're going to look at finding the equation of a line from its graph. Okay, so you can find the y-intercept just by checking where the line crosses the y-axis. So that's a really easy one. So look at the graph. Where does it cross the y-axis? That's your y-intercept c. Find the gradient by seeing, for every one you move across, how many does it go up or down? There's another video on this, on finding the gradient. Another way of doing it is changing y divided by changing x. So picking 2 points, how much does the y change? Put that on the top of the fraction. How much does the x change? Put that on the bottom of the fraction. Okay, and then just to remember that if the line is going upwards, the gradient will be positive. If the line is going downwards, the gradient will be negative. And if the line is flat, that will just be a gradient of 0, so there'll be no x term in it at all. Okay, so here's an example. Feel free to pause the video and have a go. Otherwise, we shall do it together. Okay, so we've got a straight line on the grid. Work out the equation of the line L. Okay, well, first of all, what is the y-intercept? Well, here's your y-axis here. Where does it hit it? Well, it hits it there, doesn't it? So our c is going to be 1. And what's the gradient? Well, let's pick 2 points on the graph. So let's go for that one and that one. Now we're going across 1 and we're going up 2. So the gradient is going to be change in y, which is 2, divided by change in x, which is 1, or 2 over 1, which is 2. So this equation is going to be y equals our gradient times x plus c, which is 1. And that is the equation of that one. All right, next one then. So let's have another go. Now here, well, it looks like the y-intercept will be the same as in the previous question. So c again is 1. But let's look at the gradient this time. So if we pick 2 points, let me highlight them instead. So we've got 1 there and 1 there. The change in y, so the change in y is 1. So that's 1. and the change in x is 2. So the gradient is going to be half. So our equation for this line is just going to be y equals half x plus 1. All right then. Okay, and one final question. Feel free to have a go. So let's again look at where it crosses the y-axis, and here it looks to be -1. So C is -1. And what is our gradient? Well, if we pick 2 points, let's pick these 2 down here. What have we got here? We've got that the change in y is -2, yeah, because it's going down, and the change in x is 1. So this is going to be, so m is going to be -2 over 1, or -2 divided by 1 is -2. So the equation of this line is going to be y equals -2x minus 1. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. This has been LK Tuition. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for some more maths videos.